Welcome into the recap of the White Sox 9-8 walk-off extra inning victory over the Cubs in the series finale to take 2 of 3 in the first half of Crosstown Series 2026. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank's mortgage professionals are available to help you with a refinance or a new mortgage. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Folks, that was a hell of a ball game, and the White Sox take the series, and deservedly so. When you can hit home runs at the rate that they're doing it off of Cubs pitching, then you're not going to win a lot of baseball games if you're the Chicago National League Ball Club. Let's get into it. Again, White Sox win 9-8 in 10 on a walk-off home run by Edgar Caro. It's also brought to you by our great partners at Tasty Trade. Stocks, crypto, futures, options, whatever you trade, you should always do it at tastytrade.com. Well, this was a hell of a ball game. Michael Busch, a laser beam 2-run home run in the first. Cubs jump on top 2-0. And then Alex Bregman scores on a wild pitch. It's 3-0 after half an inning. And Cub fans are loving life over at Rate Field. Bottom of the second, Edgar Caro base hit. Andrew Benintendi is out at third on an absolutely unreal throw by Pete Crow Armstrong, but Colson Montgomery does score. It's a 3-1 ball game. And then Bregman gets an infield hit. That brings in Swanson. It's a 4-1 game. And when you got a 4-1 lead and the money you spend on your bullpen, I know some guys are not available, but you've got some high-priced arms that are going to be coming into the game. You got to be able to close that thing down, and you got to be able to add on. The Cubs, unable to do either until the 9th inning. Bottom 4, Benintendi doubles. That brings in Vargas. Bottom 5, Vargas doubles. That brings in Murakami and Tristan Peters, and all of a sudden, we are tied. Tristan Peters then hits a 3-run home run in the 8th off Phil Maton, who rarely does Jed Hoyer sign relievers to multi-year deals. He gave this dude a 2-year deal, and he has been awful since he joined the Chicago Cubs, and he was awful today. Gives up a home run to Tristan Peters, not like you're facing Murakami, not like you're facing Babe Ruth up there. It's Tristan Peters, his first of the season, and it's a 3-run lead for the White Sox. But the fireworks, we're just getting started. We go to the 9th inning. You get a leadoff walk, an error on the third baseman, and all of a sudden, Michael Conforto with 1 out has a chance to tie the game, and he does just that. Conforto's 3-run jack to dead center field off closer Sir Anthony Dominguez has Cubs fans in attendance, absolutely rocking the house at Rate Field. We are tied at 7. Sox do not score against Palencia. Bottom 9, we go to the 10th. Cubs are able to score 1. Had opportunities to score more. Bases were loaded twice, and can't get anything more. And then the White Sox come up in the bottom of the 10th, and Edgar Caro walks it off. He scores Chase Mydroth on his 2-run home run, and the White Sox win the ball game by a final of 9-8. It was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a series. Sox earned it, man. They outpitched the Cubs, and they got it done when they had to get it done. And they got the last swings at bat, and Edgar Caro had a great game today. I think he was 5 for 7 on challenges. He had multiple RBIs, a walk-off home run. So I am going to give the Gallagher player of the game to Edgar Caro. This guy gets so much abuse from the Sox fan base. This dude is one of the, according to what they said on the game, he's one of the best at challenges in the major leagues. I had heard the exact opposite. And then Boog Shambi said there's a site that tracks it, and Edgar Caro is one of the better catchers in the game at challenging balls and strikes, and he was excellent today. So our Gallagher player of the game goes to the hero, Edgar Caro. Since 1927, Gallagher serving Chicago, partnering with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and people strategies to help you take on any challenge. Learn more at ajg.com. The home run came off Cubs reliever Ryan Rollison. My question for Craig Counsell, and he may have an answer to this, why would you use the same dude 3 days in a row? It's not like that was some superstar out there. He's a middling reliever. 3 days in a row? Didn't agree with it before the homer, and certainly don't agree with it after the home run. Edgar Caro wins it. Quick look at the box score, brought to you by our great partners at sinusandsnoringmd.com. They'll handle your allergies. They'll handle your snoring. They fixed my snoring. They can do the same for you. sinusandsnoringmd.com. If you look at the box score today, Nico 1 for 4. He had opportunities and he didn't really get it done. Michael Busch 1 for 4. That was the home run that drove in 2. And then if you go back through the Cubs box score, they had so many opportunities. Ian Happ was an 0 for 5 today. Suzuki was a 1 for 6 with no RBIs. Conforto 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Of course, those were the game-tying runs on the home run. Kelly a 1 for 3 and a 1 for 3 for Dansby Swanson for the Chicago White Sox, who won the series 2 of 3. Antonacci a 1 for 3. Grichuk a 1 for 1. Acuna did not get a hit today, but he was out there in center field, and he did have a stolen base later in the ballgame. Vargas 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Montgomery 1 for 4. And then a 3 for 3 day for Benintendi. A 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs for Edgar Caro. And a 3 RBI, 1 for 3 day for Tristan Peters. The White Sox bullpen did a very good job with the exception of closer Sir Anthony Dominguez. He was the only White Sox reliever that gave up a run for the Cubs. Maton gave up 3, and Rollison gave up the walk-off game-winning home run. Quick look at the starting pitching matchup brought to you by our great partners at Hooters, originalhooters.com, best wings in the city. Colin Ray, 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs there, earned 4 Ks, a walk. And for the Chicago White Sox, Fetty just lasted 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned 2 Ks, 4 walks, and the home run. And they used 5 different relievers to keep the Cubs at bay. Quick look ahead of what's coming up. The Chicago Cubs will be at home tomorrow night. They get the Brewers, who were beaten by the Twins today, so they'll come in playing for a chance in this series to take over first place. The Cubs and the Brewers, it's all brought to you by Studio 41 Home Design Showroom, kitchens, bathrooms, whatever you need, studio41.com. It's 3 with the Brewers, a day off, and then you get the Astros. Cubs lose, White Sox win. They take 2 of 3 in the series. See you tomorrow on Kappa J. Hood. Full day of programming on the recap. Take that.